just trying to be positive. I'm literally writing a positive video right now. In case you've been living under a rock, this guy kicked this guy, Kingsman, out of a $40,000 tournament because he was being toxic to his teammates. Teammates including an 0-5 Black Widow who refused to swap. Let's look into the details. I know I'm late to the party, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of you have probably seen hours-long, sprawling summaries of this situation everywhere, but didn't want to or have the time to watch them. And that's why I'm here. This whole massive issue actually started with a pretty civil conversation.
It's important to have this stuff down pat before the tournament. We need to know our solid composition. What do we do?
Our solid composition is her on freaking Black Widow. Done
Bro,
deal,
if
and
that is your
I'll
win
put
con,
her
we will
support
automatically
immediately.
lose. You cannot have that as a win condition.
You have the worst mindset, bro.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not, because you don't know.
Notice how Kingsman said from the start that Widow is a dangerous pick. The Widow player, Zazza, seems pretty stubborn at first, but you'd think that she'd decide to swap if Widow just wasn't effective, right? Nope.
Case and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's
Well,
not.
you've been making
Yes,
me play
it
shit.
is.
Of course I'm gonna
How
play.
do you not see the
wait.
problem right now?
First of all,
Deadass Kingsman, like, shut the f up.
Okay,
of
bro.
all,
You're doing too
Lucy's-
much.
She shouldn't be
yes,
dead.
yes.
I'm
we're
getting
only
value
able
because
to
I'm
rebuild them
1v6ing.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, we win 5, but we won the point, bro. 4
30
people
seconds
are
before
dying
you
here.
attack.
That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zazza.
One of the craziest claims by far there was that the only way Kingsman was getting value as magic is because of Widow drawing the enemy dives away. Newsflash, dives are supposed to dive. You're not redirecting damage by being an easy target. You're just making their job easier and getting massacred. Through all of this, Kingsman had mentioned that he's a college student and that he could really use the funds, and to that he was called a broke ass and a loser. He was then labeled a meta slave,
Meta slave? I'm playing magic!
and our 170 MS hit scan player continued to throw for almost every game that night. Kingsman was understandably fed up with all of this, and his toxicity pretty much only got worse as the games went on, ultimately sparking a DM from Basim, the organizer, letting him know that he had been kicked out of the event. Yep, no punishment for the thrower and no punishment for the trolling. Before we go any further, most of the people watching these videos are hearing my voice for the first time. If you've gotten this far and you enjoy what you see, be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment to let YouTube know that you want to see more. Now, Basim ultimately responded to all of this, but let's be real, who's actually going to watch that? Me, I am. During his statement, he doubled down on his actions and said that since there was no prize pool initially, it was all just for fun and not that serious.
I fucking hate the fact that I had to kick anybody from the top. I don't want to do that shit. So yes, I gave him 40 subs. Okay, I wanted to do that. I don't think I've ever gifted anybody 40 subs. Well, but that's not an admission of guilt, okay? Because I still stand by everything I said and everything I did. There was no prize pool for this tournament when everybody joined. It was a surprise. Later at the end, I revealed $40,000 and we're gonna split it between everybody. That's it! It was supposed to be fun!
This is quite frankly just stupid. Even outside of the current state of the world, adding a substantial monetary prize will immediately turn a friendly event into an intense competition. I really don't care how few tournaments Basim has hosted prior to this one. This is just common sense. And by the way, he also claimed this.
What he said, ideally, hop off Widow, right? But that's not how he said it. He was disrespectful about it. He was rude about it. That's what happened. It's not what he said, it's how he said it.
Which, if it were true, would mean that this...
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
Deadass Kingsman, like, shut the f up.
was far more punishable than anything Kingsman said, but no, that went completely ignored. It's like we're trying to worsen the gender war in Rivals, which, speaking of gender's role in this, Basim also spouted some ass crack analytics about women playing games.
Like, obviously, like 90% of gamers are male. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so much hate towards women, because like 90% of us are guys.
As of last year, the gender divide in gaming was basically 50-50. The fact that he felt comfortable enough to say this on stream just proves the ignorant sexism in this community. The reason that you, as a male gamer, don't interact with many women who game is because they don't want to fucking talk to you because you act like this.
90% of us are guys.
At this point, I didn't think I could like Basim's attitude much less than I already did, but he seems to enjoy making things much, much worse for himself. While hate was flooding in as this whole situation blew up in his face, Basim somehow managed to pull a 180 and retract his statement while still pushing all of the blame onto anyone but himself.
The people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. You're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. It's like difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me what was, that's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I definitely think that there are shades of gray in this situation. Some are more at fault than others, and Kingsman himself has stated that he was indeed very toxic and that he doesn't stand behind that. But honestly, he's also stated that he just wants the situation over, hence why I didn't include much from him in the video. My opinion here is as follows. You shouldn't join a tournament that you don't want to win, you shouldn't kick players for wanting to win, and you definitely shouldn't host a friendly tournament with a competitive level prize pool. What do you think? Let's have a conversation about it down in the comments.